Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Monday Motivation Sprints. Super happy to have you guys here for the last Monday in October, which is crazy because, where did October go? I feel weird because I streamed yesterday during the Storyteller's Hearth Weekend Relay. So I was like, oh, didn't I just sprint? I was like, oh, wait, that was not the Monday Motivation Sprints. But yeah, let us know what you're going to be working on tonight. We will be doing 3 30-minute sprints and chatting in between, both writerly and non-writerly related stuff. And yeah, having a good time. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Holly Davis. I'm the author of A Diamond Bright and Broken, which is releasing almost tomorrow. It will be exactly a week.
Can you believe that?
It's just crazy. It's insane. I'm so excited to post tomorrow about how it's out in a week. But yeah, there's more than one big thing that's happening on November 5th, and I like this one a lot more.
Yeah, one's guaranteed good.
Yes, this is guaranteed good. So there is still time to pre-order. Diamond is a YA epic fantasy with sapphic romance, disability rep with a wheelchair/crutch user. And there's lots of political and family secrets, betrayal, unique magic. So if that sounds good to you, you will enjoy my book. But yeah,
where the heck are the character art cards?
Yes, if you pre-order, you get these awesome character art cards. If you pre-order and submit your receipt via the link down below,
yes,
which is my publisher, InimitableBooks.com. And then this will be available in hardcover and ebook during the release. Definitely want to consider the hardcover because of the beautiful map that is in here. There is also an exclusive bonus chapter from a beloved character, different character's point of view. I've got my own little cheat or cover up.
Oh, that's good. That's better than mine, which is split.
And my favorite part is under the dust jacket, there are these embossed emblems that are super shiny and beautiful. And even the spine too. I'm just obsessed with it. It feels so good. Really, there's not enough books with this. So I'm in love with it. And hopefully
it's called A Diamond Bright and Broken. We kind of needed to go shiny.
Glam. Yes, we needed to go glam shiny. My hair is blue-ish. It's starting to fade a little bit. So if you see some blue, that's what that's from. I was testing out for the release party.
Yes.
Matching my cover.
The release party is happening on the 16th?
Yes. It is November 16th. The Barnes & Noble in Schaumburg, the Woodfield Green location. Would love to have you there so that I can sign your book. I will have special event goodies for people that are there. So you don't want to miss that. And then we can chat about books, writing, whatever.
Information on that can also be found on the events calendar on Inimitable Books, or going to Holly's author page on the Inimitable Books website. If you don't want to try and track down the individual Barnes and Noble's store page.
Yes. Yeah, you can sign up for the events. And then lastly, I'm the host of the Diversity is Lit Book Club, which I started off the stream yesterday saying, and almost started today saying it too.
Maybe you're just starting out a new pattern, so you don't forget that.
I think so. Well, I was reading, I read a lot, and I finished the book for October.
Oh, you did? I didn't realize that you finished it.
Yeah, last night I was like, okay, I need to beta read, but I'm also really I'm 2 hours away from finishing this, and I just really want to know what's going to happen. So ended up finishing Gorgeous Gruesome Faces by Linda Chang. It was really good. Spoiler alert, I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars.
Ooh, that's good.
Yes. I finally scheduled the discussion, which is going to be this Sunday, November 3rd at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we're CDT. We'll be after daylight savings time at least. And then my copy just came in for our November pick. Besides reading Diamond in November, we are also reading Magic Has No Borders, which is an anthology of South Asian folklore, legends, and epics reimagined. Edited.
I will read that. I just don't think I'll read it on time for your discussion.
Yeah, no, it's fine. A lot of times, like people, and even like our co-hosts too, they won't have read all of the short stories. Like if we read an anthology, sometimes we don't finish it all. So that's totally fine, because then you can chat about the ones that you did read. But yeah, so that's my spiel. I see some people here that I'll shout out real quick. Laura, hello. JC, hi. Let us know what you guys are going to be working on tonight. I'm happy to have you here.
If anyone is lurking or watching on the replay and doesn't know who I am yet, my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the founder of Inimitable Books, which is a small publishing company dedicated to uplifting marginalized voices without pigeonholing authors into writing about their trauma. I am Holly's book publisher. Her book is being published by our young adult imprint, which is called Emerge. So if you see that online and you're a little bit confused, don't worry, that's still us. I am very excited for Holly's book release. It's going to be lucky number 7 for us.
Oh, yay!
Which I think will be really great. We have other things coming out. We now have 2 things coming out on November 26th. We have a divination deck, which I will probably show off at the next spring, given my nails are wet now. But it's really shiny and really pretty, like diamond. And it's 36 cards instead of 78, because it is a Lenormand deck rather than a tarot deck, but it is also Franco-German in origin, which the author Veronica King goes into further detail in the booklet, which tells you how to read the cards in general, but also that each individual card gets 4 pages dedicated to it in the booklet, with the art itself in full color in the booklet, which I was very excited to do. About 2 pages of meaning and inspiration description, and then finally there's a quote from the Inimitable title that it is inspired by, or there's a little anecdote by the author about publishing or whatever. So I hope you all get that. And then we have a writing prompt book called 1,000 Words to Get Started. It is a flash fiction writing book so basically it's every piece that you write in there should be 1,000 words or less, but it's, gets your juices flowing. If you've never done flash fiction, it's a good place to start. And it's smaller than a normal size hardcover, so you can bring it with you in your bag or backpack or however you travel, if you go to cafes, libraries, etc. So I hope you will consider also pre-ordering those on the Inimitable Books website and uploading your receipt, because you will get an enamel keychain for the deck and extra words for 1,000 Words to Get Started, because in the back of the normal book, there are 1,000 word stickers, plus 8 that you can write your own words on, because each prompt asks you to select 10 words from the word bank or come up with your own. You're not obligated to use the word stickers, but that's a lot of fun coming up with for the authors. And there are 101 writing prompts and 101 writing challenges that you can pair. So we did out the math of how many possible permutations there are.
Yeah, I think that's so fun. Like, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, I mean, basically 2 octillion. I don't think anyone's counting from 1 to that. So, and it was over that number, but it was that was like the roundest number we could get it to.
Nice. Yay. Zuko is here gracing us with his face and not like the other parts of him, because he's usually not facing this way.
Yeah. Yesterday was Black Cat Day, right?
Yes, it was. My mom sent that to me and I was like, I got a post for Zuko.
I love that.
Yes, it was your day, buddy.
Good job. For him, he's like, every day is my day.
Yeah, that is true, actually. It's been very nice, and I've been very grateful that, now that I'm working from home, that he can lay in my lap while I'm in my training sessions. And I'm just like, this is the life. Like, I've got Zuko with me, and I'm just like, this is the best.
I love that for you.
Yes.
Are the training sessions, how much longer are those going to be?
Yeah, we've got like 4 weeks of training, and then we'll
wow.
slowly, because like they have a whole like proprietary like tool, and essentially, so in my role as like a care coordinator, there's like a physical therapist could fill the role, an occupational therapist, speech language pathologist, or an RN, a registered nurse. So we're kind of like using our knowledge in like a new way. So they literally said like, it's kind of like you're going back to school, because we have to like kind of learn this new role, but using, the skills that we've learned, as therapists and nurses. So so it's a lot. And then like, so the 4 weeks of training, learning like the system and, Medicare requirements, all of that fun stuff. And then ramping up our caseload over the next like 10 to 12 weeks. So like, hopefully at the end of 2.5 to 3 months, I'll be like, have a full caseload. So
when you say that you're a coordinator, are you like assigning people to work on cases, or are these are cases that are already working and then you're just going to be handling paperwork and stuff like that?
Yeah. So I'll be dealing with like patients like post-acute care. So like after they're discharged from the hospital, and mostly it's patients that go to like skilled nursing facilities. So they like needed more care. They weren't ready to go home or wherever they were. So I'll kind of be like doing assessments with, seeing, are they still meeting Medicare criteria for continuing, physical therapy and occupational therapy? Are they still needing like IV antibiotics for XYZ? So they still need to be there for nursing care. And then I'll actually, because I'm like hybrid, so like 25% of the time I'll like be going to the facilities with like the meetings, talking about the patient's progress and speaking with like the patient and their families. So that's the nice part about it, is like, I'll still get that like human interaction, like in person. And so I won't just be like glued to the computer. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited about it. I was really enjoying. We had like, cases and stuff, and my assessment, because, we did our little quiz at the end, and I got 97.5%. So I was like, yay. It's like, I'm such a nerd that I'm like, oh, this is actually really fun. So
my nails are done.
It looks so good.
They look black, but I swear they're purple, and the color is called Storyteller. So, and it was a gift. So how?
I love it. Mine are like this, like kind of muted, like a dusty rose kind of. Yeah. So Janine is here. Hi. Finally getting to working after a long day. Yes. JC is working on revisions and also asked if you're practicing self-care right now. Yes. I love seeing that with the nails.
I was listening to the whole conversation, and I was like, if someone's new here and they don't know that I have ADHD and can listen while I'm doing something, they probably think I'm like really ignoring Holly.
No, I totally get that.
Yeah.
Regina's here. Hi. Ooh, that's nice. I actually didn't get my steps into, so I've got like 3,300. So it's actually a good idea. Maybe I'll like walk while I'm doing my beta reading. Ooh, thanks, Laura. Woo. I saw something on the news this morning, made me think of you, because you're the only one I know who lives in New York. Actually, same. Transportation for people's pets. That's so cool. Master of multitasking. Oh, and Esther's here. Hi. Janine says, right now I'm trying to fix this mess I've gotten into. Milton strikes again. I won't go into it here. Oh, no. Hopefully you're okay.
I see Pet Cab Company. So it's called the Pet Cab Company. I'm going to look that up.
I'm so intrigued.
My mom would be interested in it. but I feel like my mom is probably just going to continue using Uber Pet when she needs to.
I didn't even know Uber Pet was a thing.
Oh, yeah, they charge a little bit more, but it's like to guarantee that your driver won't turn you away. And we're like, Riley's small. She fits in a carrier. We haven't had it be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, an author's.
Oh, is this a crosstown, some sort of crosstown classic? For baseball?
Is it? I was so not a sports person. The most I will know about sports is that I know the rules of hockey and I know the rules of football as well. And I practically know the rules of baseball, but I don't really care. And I care most about hockey because that's the one that I've seen the most live games of. I should say. Mm-hmm. I also saw a live basketball game, so I know the rules of basketball, or I did at one point. But sports and me, if I know that I'm going to like a family event, which almost always coincides with some sport, and all the guys are watching it, and I will throw them under the bus because they are old enough that they should be helping out in the kitchen after a giant meal, but they don't. They'll all be watching, and I'll go in between, but they'll be like, I'll be like, who's winning? And they'll take two teams, and I'll be like, oh, like don't care at all. I sometimes know what team they're rooting for. Most of the time, I don't even care to ask.
That's funny. So speaking of pets, speaking of the pet cab, we've got our own pets here, the cats for the kitty timer. Kitty race timer. I don't know why I said it like that. Because
we got you. It's the end of the day.
It is. I'm very mushy.
It's been a week.
Yeah, my brain is mushy. But I'm gonna vote for number 3, Zuko, since he was gracing the screen with his presence.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote Zuko as well. I hope I don't jinx that, but we're getting closer and closer to Halloween. I just painted my nails almost black.
Yes, and yesterday was National Black Cat Day. So.
Yes, and I did miss that, even though I, apologized to Zuko via message to Holly earlier once I found out. But yeah, let's give Zuko his due. And when I eventually get a cat, I want it to be a black cat. So
yes, I love that. Yay. Oh, hello, Guy. Sorry, forgot the name you said we can also call you, but hello.
I also forgot.
Yeah. But we are going to start this race in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone.
I love the name of the video. ADHD really.
All right, that was the end of the first sprint.
I should have voted
Snowball. It was like, nah, we're gonna give the complete opposite of the black cat. Let's see. Did anyone vote for Snowball?
Regina. Oh no, she was just celebrating.
Oh, I was wondering.
Oh.
Bobby, my cat's losing. I'm gonna change to rooting for 6. You know, the one that's in the lead, and then like in the last 10 seconds, someone comes up from behind.
I never ever, I don't know who it was, but someone was saying like, oh, anytime I pick one of the cats, it's like the last one. And I'm like, I don't watch. It always happens at the last second is when you can say who's winning. Literally the last second.
Yeah, that's so true. Well, in that case, then Zuko is next in line, so I'll take it. That's fun. So, how did you guys do? I said hi to some people who came in during the stream. Oops, I didn't see Morgan, Tessa Dean, and JK, Joanne, hello. And so I was responding to messages on Instagram, and Janine knows because I was messaging Janine, and then actually my tattoo artist was like, hey, she's in Seattle. She's like my friend. And she's like, I'm in Chicago. Like, do you need a touch up tonight? She's like, I'm just in the I'm like, wait, you're here? Like, what? Anyways, I was like, I can't go get my tattoo touched up right now.
Oh, that sucks.
So anyways, yeah. And then I was just doing some kind of life stuff, like budgeting stuff. I was buying some calming chews for Astrid that work really well for her. And then I was putting that in the budget. And then I was like, oh, I've got some bonus points on my credit card I can do. So I was kind of doing all this. I just like went on this like random, I did a whole bunch of random stuff. And then I had some bread. So that was bread with vegan butter. The vegan butter is so good. Like, you would swear that it's like real butter. And Chris, my carnivore husband, like enjoys it. So anyways, that's what I did. What did you do, Zara?
Sorry, I'm fighting with WordPress. I'm trying to update the front page, and it's like, we can't load it. And I'm like, but you can. So,
oh my gosh, what the heck?
I'm just trying to edit the page.
Rude.
I added. Oh, now it's loading. I just had to click on a different. That's so dumb. I added the pre-order form for the Devil's Trials to the book page because the author Jessie Elliott, whose cover reveal for that book is happening tomorrow.
Yes.
She messaged me and she's like, oh, can I have the link to the form? And I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't add the form to the page. And I hadn't updated the form to be updated the page to have the like the title's been revealed, cover reveal image. The image still isn't shared. Obviously, that happens tomorrow, and I'm gonna have to wake up really early to do that. The thing about the My Book Table plugin on WordPress is that, as far as I know, so if someone knows better than me, please let me know. You can schedule it to go public, but you can't schedule a change. So yeah.
Well, that's annoying.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that when they made the plugin, they were expecting like, oh, the book's already out, and like not people running pre-order info things left and right. So,
well, but still,
I know.
Be usable. So,
yeah. I mean, they updated their plugin like 2 months ago. A different company bought the software and has been in charge of it, and they updated the software and they like broke it for a month. And I was like, come on.
No.
That's why I was having problems with adding the endorsements to the page, because it would say that the endorsements were there. I'd save the page and then it would delete it. So it was frustrating, but we're good now.
Oh.
That's what matters.
Yeah. I hope it cooperates.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
But the front page of Inimitable Books' website used to say like recommended titles, and we had like, the ones that had gone into second print, which is great, and then our pre-order ones. And then I was like, this is just going to keep getting longer and longer. Whereas if a book is now, it's only upcoming titles, so I can swap them out, and then there's still the button that says discover more books. So it's people will still find all our titles, and it's very clear in our menu bar, but front and center is now your title, Holly.
Yay!
It's the first one, so it's to the left, but it's right there.
Yay! Mine's next. Yay! Oh, I just went on to see. Ooh, fancy.
Yes. Quite proud of that. There are times when I think about like, oh, what if I did like a rolling carousel? Because I always like that on publisher websites. But then I'm like, Booktable can't do that. I'd have to link everything manually. And also people wouldn't get to just stare at the pretty covers that mostly Keelan has done. And then Mandy has done the ones for a 1,000 the 1,000-word series.
That's right.
But I can now show off this pretty deck and how it is shiny.
Yes.
Now they're dry.
I love the shininess.
Yes. People should really buy the physical copies of The Storm Gathers by Mail-In Holiday, because the first print had a glitch, which, the reading experience was still, that was it. But the underneath the dust jacket, there was supposed to be a lot more there. And we just would not have made our publication at all if the printer had gone back and fixed that. So the new print has the art underneath it, but we got to sell through the old stock before those go into actual distribution. So I love the audiobook. I love the audiobook, but if you only have X amount of money to spend on books and you want to help out the company to move those titles, house.
That's right.
Yeah. The book is still great no matter what, but we can't sell the new versions until the old versions are sold. So.
It'll be moving quickly.
Yeah. Part of me is like, what if we had just told the warehouse to destroy it? And then everyone who like financially advises the company would be like, why would you do that? So I can't, but
no. I'm glad I looked all the way up at there were so many comments. Everyone's chatting, which is great, but I almost missed this. My email address, yes, it is, free for everyone to know. WriteHollyDavis@gmail.com. So
I have contact forms on all the author pages on Inimitable Books, because I don't know who is willing to share their author emails and whatnot, and also to like try and cut down on spam bots grabbing things. So
yes,
you can also go there and buy her book at the same time and get a free ticket to her event.
Yes.
But yeah. Raph said,
hi, Raph.
Shutting down their episodic stories.
Oh.
Where? Are they just closing altogether?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because isn't that what the whole thing is the episodic?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know that there is anything but episodic.
Yeah.
Okay, Regina's saying boo hiss WordPress, and Esther was commiserating with me. Someone is asking if something.
This.
Yeah. Yes, please. Don't go bankrupt though. Shutting out early next year. Got it. And then someone asked, is it butter without milk?
Oh, yeah. Let me see what's in it. It's probably not super healthy, but it's delicious.
Regina, absolutely prioritize rest. Yes, Regina, I loved having our video chat together. I cannot star comments. So right under this question, Janine has one, and then Haley commented. So
cool.
Update.
This is the Country Crock plant butter with avocado oil. So let's see what's in this.
Well, it can't be super unhealthy, right?
Blend of plant-based oils. So soybean, palm fruit, palm kernel, and avocado oil. Water, salt, pea protein. Oh, I didn't realize. Soy lecithin, natural
That's
flavor.
PEA, everyone. PEA.
PEA protein, yes. So yeah. And they do call it a plant butter. 79% plant-based oil spread.
They make plant butter sticks with olive oil. You have the avocado one. They have plant butter tub with avocado oil, plant butter tub with olive oil, and then they make butter sticks salted 2 count. So I guess that's just not
like
with,
a stick.
not with the special oil. And then they have plant butter unsalted 4 count all in one, and then they have plant cream, I guess, to replace whipped cream.
Oh, got it. Wow.
And they have a bunch of recipes on their website. They have a dairy-free sugar cookie cake.
That sounds amazing. What?
And then they have an everything bagel challah monkey bread with plant butter, chive, onions. You know what? I'm gonna have to bookmark this because this.
Please link this.
I'm open for all recipes.
Please link it. That sounds amazing. Actually, I did this last year. I brought like a vegan dessert for Thanksgiving, and there was enough for me to, they made sure there were other things that I could eat. But yeah, I brought like the vegan dessert. So if there's some monkey challah dessert, that sounds amazing. Also, Janine, I like this idea. That's super, super cool. And Haley, hello. I missed you and didn't say hi. Got almost 500 words. What? That's crazy good.
Sorry, I'm just confirming when I'm posting stuff for this cover reveal.
Okay, let's. I was inspired by what I did yesterday. So for the second sprint, there are 10 cats. So
I love that. Yay!
Yeah, so we get some of the fun colors early on, not just for the last sprint. Let me make this a little bigger. So there are 10 cats, 1 through 10. Vote for which cat you think is going to win, color or number. Do I do something different or do I go with Zuko again? I think, Zuko's going to get one more shot. And then so number 4.
I'm going to switch to purple, and I will stay with purple through the stream.
Nice. Oh, people are getting in their votes. I love it. I'm not voting. I lose every time. No, it's still fun. All right. Well, we will start this second sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. Whoa, that was a slow toss. All right, that was the end of the second sprint, and I forgot to have the ticker up. And number one.
Someone picked blue. I did see that.
Yes. Let's see.
Green ruled.
Regina.
Oh,
Green
Regina.
ruled.
Yeah.
Yay! Two people won. Yay. Cool. Yay. That's awesome. So I was, I had mentioned to Zara yesterday about this international giveaway I was trying to collab with a bookstagrammer on. So I was sending her information and email and stuff. So I was doing that, responding to Bobby's email. And then I finally pulled up where I left off in my beta reading. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of like admin. And then I was like, oh yeah, my November sprints are coming out. So I gotta prepare. I have to prepare for that. So yeah, lots of prepping and stuff.
I finally got back to editing. I feel like today was so much stuff except that. And then yesterday I had to wait for the author to tweak some stuff because obviously I don't want to edit words that are going to be cut or completely rewritten and things like that. So I decided to split a chapter because what they were fixing, tweaking, whatever you want to say, wound up being long enough to be its own chapter. So I now have multiple chapters to go through without having to consult the author again, which is good. So hopefully I'll move through those quickly-ish over the next few days. There are definitely still ones I will reach a stopping point at where we'll have to kind of do that again. But for now, it seems like I'm going to be good going forward.
Yay. Woohoo. It's always nice when you don't have to like reach out and, you know, like if you don't have to. That was like when we were, it's totally completely like separate topic, but like when there were just like ladybugs like covering our windows and they were like getting like on the inside of the screen, and my husband's like, well, we should call the landlord and get an exterminator. I'm like, no, I'm like, we should, okay, oh, there's a little gap here, so let me push this up and let me flip. So I was like, I don't want to bother him if we don't have to. And now it's under control, so.
Yeah, I can do this chapter, the next one, and the one after that. So 3 chapters. And then the following 2, the words are written, but I need to wait for art because the layout affects sometimes how I edit.
Oh, yeah.
And then beyond that, you know, there's just the rest.
Mm-hmm. No, you're making good progress. I love getting the email updates from Kofi. Yeah, that's super fun. Oh, I wanted to go because Zara had noted that Esther explained the whole Vela thing. So the Vela side will disappear and readers can read their already opened episode through the Kindle app.
Which is interesting.
Yes. Yeah. And yeah, apparently there was a whole email about it, which is good that they're explaining things, the changes that they've made. And thank you for responding, Regina. Oh, Ginger got second place. Number 1 was your second choice. Oh man. Tell her about our emailing. It's fine. No, it's fine. Bobby wanted to join as a guest for November, so yeah, we were working out the details about that. Esther, now I'm on the rewrites of a chapter. Ooh, rewrites are fun. Are you someone who like does like the blank page or like the original chapter and then the blank page like side by side and you're rewriting it, or is it kind of more of like more just like a revision, like more like a
Which
deep.
one are you, Holly?
I'm not like the side by side because I'm like, I worked hard on that. Like, I know there's good things in it. I'd rather like work with what I have and like build into it.
I'm the same way.
Blank page is too daunting.
It's like I already overcame that. I don't want to have to overcome it again.
Exactly.
Inimitable definitely has at least one author who does like the blank page version.
Wow.
I know Kate used to do a blank page version. Now I think she does a little bit of a hybrid thing.
Okay.
Especially since she learned about Scrivener's split screen view. But yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I was I'm like really wanting to like start a new series so that I can try to use Scrivener, but also it's funny that I was using what was it, OneNote for work, and I've never used OneNote before, and I'm like, hey, this is like, you're breaking it up into like these notebooks and pages and sub pages. I was like, this feels like it would be good for outlining.
When Scrivener first came out, a lot of people were like, it's OneNote for novelists.
Oh, that's so cool. So then it got me excited because I was like, oh, I kind of like the way this is organized. So I'm like, oh, I'm just like waiting to go through your tutorials that you guys made. I've got them saved on my to watch list on YouTube.
They're long. There is some overlap in the content. I did try at first to like not have it be, and then it, the co-hosts were just like asking questions, and I was like, I'm not gonna not answer that.
Yeah. Quickly-ish.
I don't know if it's just my mom, but my mom and I definitely have the habit of being like, it's this-ish. But then so does Kelly for Write. That's why it's called Write-ish. She's the one who actually.
Oh, that's so fun.
Like, oh, that's perfect.
Write-ish. I have to be completely done with the story before sharing it. Yeah, I think for me, because I'd be like, oh wait, I can't go back and change it now because I already shared it with them. That would be my thing.
The one story I tried doing with Villa was Kingpin Killers. Which, and then I realized having this be her first mission makes absolutely zero sense. I published those chapters and it didn't let me edit them. So I was just like, scrap the whole thing, take it off Villa. And then, I don't think I've given the rewritten manuscript to Regina through Story Origin, because then I'd have to figure out which one has the new version, which because Story Origin introduced the ability to update a chapter with new text, whereas originally when they made their beta reader function, you couldn't do that. So I guess they got it back, and I was like, oh, that's good. And I really like it because it's kind of like Wattpad, where it's like chapter by chapter, and it's they can leave inline comments, which is also kind of like Google Docs. But what's nice is that the readers don't see each other's comments.
Oh.
So they can't be influenced by each other, but I can see, wow, 3 people commented on the same thing. And I can also filter by the reader's comment, like who left the comment.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Cool. Yeah, I've never even read anything on Kindle Vella, so but I know a lot of people were like, oh, sorry, I don't know if you can hear my husband talking so loudly. That's what I did yesterday. I ran up and it was right before I was reading for the flash fiction contest for Hoffman Writes, and I just hear him swearing and stuff like that. It was right before he was going to introduce me, and I was like, hold on, and I ran upstairs and shut his door.
It's funny. Yeah, my first relationship was with someone who loved to game, but whenever it was a long distance relationship, so whenever I was visiting him, I was working, but I wasn't. Also, that was before I started live streaming. So, but it's if I had been live streaming, if I had started a live streaming thing, I probably would have still been like I don't want to.
Yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, Janine, message me on Instagram, and we can schedule that. Esther says you could keep reading. You're open to episodes if the author doesn't pull the story off. Oh.
I think I understood that from your other comment, but thanks for clarifying.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So Esther does side by side for full lengths. For shorts, I have a physical copy, murdered with pen, and I work on the document. That's me. I love printing out the whole version and just like chicken scratching it up.
If I've been staring at something too long, I will print it. But normally what happens is I don't print it. I'll like read it. I'll export it to PDF so I can read it on my iPad, which is a slightly different thing, a slightly different format for me, but I'm not like running through all my ink. And then when I'm ready for my mom, in some cases, to do a final grammar check, like, please proofread this because I've proofread it, but I am human and I am positive I missed at least something. That didn't sound good.
Oh no, he just knocked over this paper that's like right by the. It's a very thin paper that's like right.
Okay, I was worried. I'm like, what did he knock over?
No, it was myself that I got from my therapist. Self-care can look different for everyone, but here are some common.
My nails.
Yeah, emotional self-care, sleep, nutrition, exercise, healthy relationships, and mindfulness/spiritual practices. So I like have it like right here.
My therapist has said that sleep cannot count as self-care for me because I do it whenever I need to physically do it. She's like, that's rest, that's physical rest, but that's not self-care for you.
Right.
Because otherwise I'm just constantly working. And she's like, no.
Okay, let me pull up the final kitty race timer while we go through the rest of these comments. 30. There are 30 cats. Oh, let me make this bigger. Sorry. So you might not be able to see which number your cat is as they start running. Numbers become revealed. Or you could just say a general color. That works too. But let's see. I'm going to vote for the dark blue. So I'm going to say 29. We're going with 29. I'm getting off the black cat bandwagon, Zook, now that you're here for the final one.
Okay, the purples are right next to each other, so can I cheat and just say purple?
Yep. That's not cheating.
I think it's 15 and 16, around
there. Okay, votes are coming in. I love it.
17, from what I can tell, is the dark gray. Mm-hmm. Esther is saying, I think 17, if I counted correctly.
I think so. Yeah.
And also, with this many, Holly, you allow people to say the number, like say what you think it is, but then once they're running and they separate out more, you can confirm or be like, oh, I meant this number, right?
Exactly. Yes. All right. Thank you, Zuko. Well, we will start this final sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. I was going to put that ticker in and I forgot again. So funny. Wait, did someone vote for the dark gray?
Morgan voted for 22.
JC voted for 24. I thought someone... Oh, maybe that was yesterday. Someone said dark gray.
That was yesterday.
The dark gray one won yesterday too. Hey.
That's right.
Okay, let's see who's now. Oh, it's Ginger. Ginger. Yay. Anyone else go for Ginger, Garfield, Dobby?
I don't.
Not this time.
I don't see it. And Green World, Morgan didn't choose 23. Morgan said that she chose 22.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so I dragged down the desk treadmill, which was a little heavier than I thought. Because I'm glad I remembered. I was like, oh yeah, I got that from Laura. I was supposed to be walking this whole time. Yeah, but I was like, at least I remembered eventually. And then I read a chapter. I was actually like starting to read a chapter I already read, but I didn't make comments on that chapter until the very end. So I was like, oh, this is kind of familiar, but whatever. And then I'm like, oh, I already read this. So anyways. so yeah, I read a chapter. How did you do? Oh, sorry.
I got very confused by something that was written. So I had to wait for the author to clarify, because sometimes the author, I think, is dictating and doesn't go back, doesn't always fix stuff. So I'm like, I don't know what you were going for. And that changes whether or not the rest of this chapter makes sense. So it was like, couldn't really do much, but that's okay, because family friend is staying with my mom, and so I got to spend a little time with my mom and them, and then after the stream ends, I will be going back to them.
Nice. Yeah, I'm like yawning. I'm like, I usually am not walking at like 8 o'clock at night. So, but I'm sure I got like 1,300 steps. So that's good. Seems like Esther was enjoying the Halloween episode. Yeah, if you guys are looking for a good spooky movie for the holiday, I read Don't Move. That was the new movie on Netflix, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. And like, I can be picky with my like scary movies if there's just like gore and torture for torture's sake, and I don't know why the evil person's doing what they're doing, but this one it was very good. It was very well done. So
you just described all the Saw movies.
Well,
I mean, there's a reason, but you know,
but there is
at a certain level, it feels.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So yeah, if you're looking for that. And then there was something outside, this like zombie one that looked good too. I wanted to check out. But Morgan finished a client edit, returned to sender. Yay! One more to go. That's awesome. Let's see. And then Esther wrote a few words while watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Nice. And Zuko was chilling. I know. We usually get our cuddle time, buddy. But yeah, that was good. I really liked this this ADHD relief music that came up. So we got the thumbs up from Zara too. So I think this is a one of the good playlists too, or one of the good videos to play during our sprints.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. You're fine, Poppy. My teeth are like far from glowing.
Sorry, I was just finishing a sentence so I wouldn't forget what the author had said.
Okay. Let's see. So yeah, be on the lookout for the November sprints. Be on the lookout for posts next week for Diamond's release. Just exciting. Yes. Oh, just like crazy. My book is coming out.
Pre-order while you still have time.
Yes.
Upload your receipt on the website so that you can get not one, not two, but 3 character art postcards.
Yes. And one of the my like intro spiel is becoming longer and longer. So then I also didn't say that what is also linked down below is the links to the Rainbow Crate book box that A Diamond Bright and Broken got selected for the November book box. Thank you, Inimitable Books and Rainbow Crate.
I'm so excited for that.
Me too. It's going to have an alternate dust jacket cover, which is gorgeous. And I'm so excited. It was done by a BIPOC artist. And we'll have signed art book plates and a special author's note. And then there is another indie book that will have a special cover that's also included in the book box. So you can either get subscriptions or you can do a one-time purchase. I just can't wait to get my own copy. I just am just so excited that that there's this other version.
If you only want the box that Holly is in, wait until November 1st to order.
Yes.
Because otherwise you'll get the October box.
Yes.
As well. Although at this point you might receive it in November, but it would still be the October box. It is the same pretty book underneath. So what Holly showed off with the emblems and the silver foil and the bonus chapter and everything, that's all the same. It's the dust jacket and the signed book plate that is different. But in the future, we might sell signed normal copies as well. So
yeah,
if Holly's up for it. Holly's wrist is much stronger than mine.
Yes,
1,000 book plates in 2 days.
I created a very flowy signature that that worked for me. So yes, I just am so excited. Can't wait for everyone to read it.
Book box, release party on release day, but then release party on the 16th, and then we're gonna have a mini blog tour, I think, or just a tour. I can't remember what I booked. I booked something.
Yay! Yeah, it's like a dream come true. It really is. It's so crazy. Just reveling in it. It's I see things like, the you now is wishing you were where you are, in the past and stuff. And so I'm just this was everything that I was writing for 9 years for. So
yeah, present you wishes you could go back to past you and be like, it all works out. And past you was really hoping for present you.
Yes, exactly. But I knew the one thing is don't give up. Just keep writing, because that's how people's books get on the shelves. And so
yes, for people who are, speaking of being on shelves, Barnes & Noble, unfortunately, just doesn't like young adult books from non-Big 5 publishers.
Yeah.
You won't see Holly's book there, but if you have independent bookstores near you or that you can access, please ask them to stock the book. You can also try your luck at asking your local Barnes & Noble to stock it, but it's it's really hit or miss with that nowadays because once the CEO of Waterstones became the CEO of Barnes & Noble, they started cracking down on the ability of individual Barnes & Nobles being able to stock books that are requested. So, get it where you can. Bookshop.org supports indie bookstores, but telling your indie bookstores to stock it would be great. And then, it's a young adult book. Libraries, we're dealing with so many library bans in this country, but if you can request Holly's book, please do.
Yes.
It can only help. And if we do get a banned book, then we can make a post about it and be like, hey, look, we're official now. We've had our first hateful review. We've had our first hater just in general of the company, and we will then have a book ban. But,
just be part of the club. Yeah. It is just the start in the good way.
Yes.
Yay, good job. Good job, Bobby.
Esther, he said that, and then if you actually look at booksellers on Twitter, they're like, no, that's not actually allowed. So things were said and actions have not backed it up.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So just ask for Holly's book everywhere.
Yes.
After you've bought it and uploaded your receipt.
Yes, I want you guys to get the goodies. Well, thank you guys for joining us this Monday. I hope this gave you a good start to the week and that you guys have a good rest of the week.
Happy
Zara
Halloween.
will be, happy Halloween. Zara is streaming this week, I believe. So
yes.
Check Inimitable Books.
Yes.
If you're looking for more
streaming. I should see when I'm streaming the rest of it. Okay, I'm streaming it on Thursday on Twitch at Inimitable Books LLC. And then we shall see if it pans out. But I might be streaming every single day in November. Depending on how many co-hosts I get and whether or not I get a migraine at any point in the month. Those have not been added to the Inimitable Books calendar on the website yet because I just sent out the co-host form yesterday. So yeah. Esther, before you're really concerned for me, please know that I shortened those streams from 3 hours to 2 hours. So hopefully that will save me a little bit.
There you go.
But I need to edit 2 books in like 2.5 books in the rest of the year. So I need those streams and the accountability.
Yes. It's a good thing we still have 2 more months in the year. Yeah.
But the question mark should be in bold. But I don't know. I'm like, you know what? I need to get a lot of stuff done. I have some co-hosts who can't seem to do my normal days. So maybe if I added more, we shall see. So everyone should check out the Inimitable Books website for the events calendar to see what's already up there. And then also follow us on at least one social media account, which are all linked in the headers because we also post our schedules there once they're more well done. But Esther, I hope you're going to be able to be a co-host at least once during the month.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you. Holly has already signed up, so you will see when she signed up for it. Esther, I'm going to triple check that I sent it to you because I used to only send emails and then I started sending some things to people on Instagram again, and I will, yes.
And Zuko really wants to cuddle. I know. We need to do our couch blabbing, our evening couch blabbing together. We will. All right, I'll let you guys get to your couch blabbing and other festivities as well. Bye, guys.
Bye.